Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to talk about the fabulous 2526. And this has often been said to be a perfect watch. Michael Friedberg from Time Zone believes this is one of the most handsome, precise, and wearable watches of all time. And the interesting thing is, model 2526, it's Patek's first automatic wristwatch. And it's a piece, it's just so 1950s, when that's the time that it was released. There was about 600 of these Calatravas made, and many went to celebrities and dignitaries, including President Johnson. And Patek Calatrava reference 2526 has become a bit of a cult watch, and gold versions sell for around about the $40,000 mark, while platinum versions go for about $120,000. And it's just absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. Patek Calatrava 2526, and it's just such a classic piece. And I suppose a modern reference, you could compare it to the 5196 or the 5296, but the 5196 is not a automatic piece. This is special because it's an automatic Calatrava without a date, and it's just such a wonderful thing to see and behold. And these pieces here came either on a leather strap or with a gold bracelet or a platinum bracelet. Not that I've actually seen one on a platinum strap. It's just quite amazing. Model 2526, released originally at Basel World in 1953, which just happened to be the year that Rolex patent on a fully self-winding movement expired. And I love the way it looks, and it's just such a classic piece. 35mm, that's quite a reasonable size for this type of piece. And with today's fashion for bigger watches, it's acceptable. It's acceptable. Pateks tend to be a bit smaller than the trend. And it's quite interesting. That movement, the movement in this piece is a Patek 12-600 AT. And it's quite fascinating. After the release of 12-600 AT, about 7 years later, Patek released a new version, which was the 27-460, and a year after that the 27-460M. And the 27-460 was otherwise unchanged from the later versions of the 12-600 movement. And it's a movement which was used for a long time. And it was a very, very beautifully decorated movement, a very highly regarded movement. And it's just fascinating to see how a maker like Patek handles this type of piece. The automatic winding mechanism of the 27-460 is Patek's only fully successful attempt at a bi-directional winding system. And it is quite interesting. In 1970, Patek resorted to use of the caliber 28-255 in the Nautilus, which was a Jaeger-LeCoultre EBOS shared with Audemars Piguet and Vacherin Constantin. And it's quite interesting, Patek's movement. And the thing that I find so fascinating about this piece is that it lasted for such a long time. And later movements, the calibers 240 and 315, But this movement is it's a piece of history, and this watch is really just a fantastic addition to anyone's Patek collection. And I'd love to have one, but they're expensive. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think of the 2526.